Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to be about the new update for Road to Vostok's demo version, an amazing solo developed project by a Finnish dude named Antti. Road to Vostok is a survival realistic shooter with a looting and barter system similar to some builds of DayZ Mod and Tarkov. What makes this project something to look out for is not only the fact that this game is being developed by one guy. It's a really good selling point, but what makes this project stand out is that compared to modern standards of the industry, this developer is actually putting a lot of work into this. And not only he talks about his vision for this game extensively, he actually released a demo version that gets updated frequently. We are living in a climate that many AAA games fail and a lot of them get abandoned. Many developers start asking for money before having an actual roadmap to follow. And in a climate like this, Road to Vostok is a breath of fresh air. Not only the developer is completely transparent with his future plans for this project, he actually puts in the work that is necessary to achieve his vision. Last year, when Unity announced new pricing policies that made a lot of people abandon the projects or change engines, the developer of Road to Vostok immediately started importing the game into Godot engine. Now unfortunately, Godot is having its own fair share of controversy right now, but hopefully these PR issues won't spill into technical and marketing aspects of the Godot. Just a few days back, Antti released a new version of Road to Vostok's demo. This version has introduced a lot more items into the looting system, a whole new set of ammo types, a new armor system based on real-world models. In addition, there is a new task system that can improve the pricing of the traders, and a new trader that allows the players to purchase healing items for reasonable prices. I will first skim over the changes and new features, and then some constructive feedback to improve the gameplay loop and combat. Let's dive in. Right off the bat, you will realize that there is a new starter kit feature. The best one is the macro with a medkit, but hey, you do you. Then there is the new reflections. It's not using a screen space reflections, so to my limited understanding of the game design, it's probably something static, which in case of Road to Vostok it's really more than enough. There is more explorable stuff both in village and in highway. There is a whole new basement area in highway which doesn't really lead to anything, but it definitely promises something that will be added to the game in the future. Now in case of shipyard, in the previous version you really didn't have anything interesting to do in the shipyard, but now there is a new trader in town, which you can purchase medkits and healing items from. Apart from that, I didn't really notice any much difference. There is a new trench area in Minefield, and you can take out mines with bullets now. Minefield is still annoying as hell, and with the new AI system it's even worse now. So if you want to loot the military base of the map, which is named Radar, I think it's just best to run through the minefield. After taking out the mines, of course. You can find lots of armor plates and helmets, they are not that rare. But in order to actually get to use your armor plates, first you need a plate carrier. And so far I could only find one plate carrier inside the Radar map after nearly 10 hours into the game, and looting Radar nearly 25 times. So if you want to have a sense of progression in this demo, you can utilize tasks of either traders, or do some loot runs finding a plate carrier. Alright, let's talk about the bugs and the downfalls of this update, so we can give some proper feedback to Antti for his future updates. Let me start with the enemies and the new AI system. The enemies are much more dangerous now, but for the wrong reasons. First of all, the biggest issue is visibility. You just can't see the enemies. Now I don't want to say that Antti needs to apply a contrast differentiation system like competitive shooters, because naturally that would be contradictory to the nature of the game. But similar to Escape from Tarkov, it's best to use sound cues to notify the players. I don't know, divide my cheek or something. It would be even better to amplify the muzzle flash of the enemies when they're shooting. Right now, even during the night, shooting enemies are barely visible. Something that could actually help this matter is reducing the whizzing sound that bullets make when they miss you. That noise helps a lot with capturing the vibe of a gunfight. I love it, but at the same time it totally covers up the original gunshot sound. And another thing that contributes a lot to this issue is a random spawning system. If Antti actually forced most of the enemies to spawn in a reasonable place like watchtowers, a lot of these jump scare and visibility issues would be resolved. I think there is actually more bias for enemies to spawn either close to watchtowers or on them on Radar map, but still most of the times they pop out of nowhere from the bushes. A lot of the times it feels like the enemies are the ones sneaking up on the player. It's like they are hiding from you. So probably bumping up the aggression in terms of movement would make it much more enjoyable to engage with them. The other problem that I noticed was the inconsistency, and that inconsistency in of itself is a major problem. Because if every enemy is as dangerous as the ones who kill me, I would never let my guards down and actually scan over every single bush to find them. But sometimes they're right in front of you and are still missing all their shots. And sometimes, well, even the supposedly less accurate enemies of the village can do wonderful things. Almost forgot this one, but it is really important. There were many times that I accidentally dropped my gun while trying to switch to something else and the gun just went into the void. This isn't really game breaking all the time, but imagine that you have finally crafted your cooking station and you somehow lose it while placing it. Exactly because of this, I placed my cooking station on another object, near the shelter. Overall, this demo version is definitely something to look out for. It represents the future vision of this game in a very small yet impressive doses. So get on Steam and download the demo. Play the game, have your fun, and give your feedback. I might make a tips and tricks video for this demo version, so subscribe and stay tuned because we still have a lot to do with this cool project. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, and be seeing you.